Anybody out there that is a big Illinois fan, I'm sorry to Coach B if he's listening on the way back from Indy. I'm sure he is. But it's like, I mean, we've been there, done that way too many times where it ends up being a 5-win season, and you sit there and go, what if we would have beaten this team or this team and could have won 7 games or whatever? I mean, I guess I'm past the point of being too optimistic about Illinois football that I am like with Illinois basketball.
I'm with you.
So with that said, what I try to do is gauge my pessimism. So when I look at it, I look at a team that I think will be able to compete in 5 or 6 games. In terms of compete, meaning win, I think they could win 6 games. And there's a lot of change right now in the Big Ten. We just talked about all the coaches. There's a lot of new quarterbacks. I just feel like everybody is just so down on Illinois football. And here we are, like Bielema going into his 4th year, and we would hope by now, right, that you would be the opposite, that you'd be talking about a team that's getting into that idea of winning 6 or 7 a year and having massive depth and such. And yet here we are in year 4 where we're really not losing a ton of guys that we didn't want to lose, and yet we're still needing to fill a wide receiver spot with Zachary Franklin. We're still needing to fill that defensive line spot and that cornerback spot with Terrence Brooks. So, you look at all that combined, I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for the season to start, and I'm excited to see how good a guy like Brooks can be when you had teams like Michigan that wanted him. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see Zachary Franklin, who is he's the current active leader in catches and yards or whatever in college football. So that's to say something. Plus the idea that he burned, I guess would be the right, when you played him. So I don't know. I don't know that I'm answering your question, except that it's like I'm excited, but I don't know. And
There's still a little meh mixed in there.
And if I had to pick a player, it'd be Caden Fagan. I want to see. Yeah. I think that kid could be a 1,000-yard rusher if he stays healthy. Like the Monty Balls, like the run that Bielema went on with Wisconsin running backs. And he just seems to – I mean, he's faster than a bus. We talked about that earlier. He's like Superman. So, that'd be it for me, Kyle. I'm long-winded today,
It's all good. You got to fit in the rest of the week's quota.
Right. Kyle, can I go off track real quick?
Sure.
So we have this little what do you call Dash? He's like a little wiener dog. What do they call those? What's the name of him? Dachshund? How do you say that? So Dachshund, yeah. He's like 48 years old, right? So he's in dog years, he's like 650. And he barely gets up and down. Like we have to carry him down the steps, all this stuff. So then I just get a text from Andrew, and he's like, Dash just killed another rabbit. I'm like, how does he kill rabbits? Is a rabbit not one of the faster animals?
It is. My son tries to chase him, and he's had no success.
And somehow we have, you talk about active leaders, we have the active leaders in the world dog that kills rabbits. We have the active leader right here in Philo, Illinois. And I'm like, so now I got to go clean that mess up. Okay,
that is not fun. I've
No.
dealt with some of those in my old family dogs, and no, that's not great.
Yeah. Dash, man.
But he still got it.
The next time he's like moping around, I'm going to be like, don't you be,
That's right.
I'll put a rabbit in front of you and you turn into Super Dog. Then he does turn into Dash from the Incredibles.
Oh, yeah. The Incredibles.
All right. Sorry, Kyle.
I need to start by saying Ken on the text line's right. I skipped PJ Fleck. Brett Bielema is actually the 7th longest tenured coach in the Big Ten. PJ Fleck's going into his 8th year.
Good job, Ken. What a burn,
at Minnesota. Yes. I'm pretty much in agreement with your rambling about Illinois there.
Can we clip that up?